my name is Margaret Mahani and I'm the Master Trainer for Gymstick International. This month's instructor tip is how to introduce the Gymstick to a group of people who've never used it before. There's 5 points that we discuss when we introduce Gymstick, especially in a Gymstick muscle class. So the very first thing you have to do is teach them how to take the bands off the Gymstick. So you're going to remove one band off this end and the other band off the other end. Now you need to be clear that there's a band on each end or a strap. What often happens with this particular point is if clients either are not watching or you're not very clear, is that they can flick the bands on. And then you're in a situation where the bands are staying on the stick like this. So you have this. And then they will try to pull it off the opposite end. It's always a bit of a mess. And then again off the opposite end. Very time consuming, as you can see. And then they have to go back to this position. The other thing that some clients will do, and we have seen this many times in a group fitness class or a circuit class or a small group training, is that they'll remove the band off one end and then progress to try to actually physically remove the band off the end of the Gymstick. So just to recap on this point, when asking your clients to take the bands off the Gymstick, hold the Gymstick up and indicate that they flick the bands off either end of the Gymstick. So now that you have your Gymstick bands falling down on each end, make sure that they're falling down evenly. If you've got one band that's like this, you're going to have more tension on one side than you do on the other. So just check that you and your clients have the same Gymstick band tension on each side. Then place the stick into your hips and bend over. This is where you press your abdomen against the stick and the hips. That way it will stay perfectly still. What often happens is sometimes people bend over but they don't do this step and the Gymstick actually falls out. So you can also say bend your knees and your hips and hold the Gymstick still. Then grab hold of the straps with both hands. Using 2 hands, open the loops and make sure that you place the strap right to the centre of the foot. Repeat the process on the opposite leg and then stand up and you're ready to go. This step is very simple and it can be performed very, very quickly, which in a Gymstick muscle is necessary. So just to recap, make sure the bands are falling down evenly, stick into the hips, bend over, grab both straps, open the loops, place them around the arch of each foot, and it should only take you seconds to do. Once you have your Gymstick on, the third point you need to discuss with your clients and your class is how to add resistance. And it's a simple matter of turning the Gymstick so that the bands wind around the end of the stick. It actually doesn't matter whether they roll the stick forwards or they prefer to roll the stick backwards. It's a personal preference, just as determined by how quickly they can do it. When they roll the Gymstick, you want to ensure that they understand that at any point during the exercise, they can add more tension on or decrease the tension very quickly and very simply. This is one of the best things about Gymstick from a workout point of view. You can adjust that resistance at will whenever you want to. Point 4. When teaching a Gymstick muscle format with the trios, it's really important to let the clients know how the class is formatted. And the way I say it is, it's 3 exercises that progressively get harder. Each exercise was performed for 30 seconds, and in between each 30-second exercise, there's a little break or a short 10-second break where I will show you what the next exercise is. We perform these 3 exercises twice, Then we go on to another 3. It's really important that your clients understand that the 30 seconds is where they need to maximise on their workout, that the intensity is enough. During the 10-second break, they should be relieved that they're having a little rest and that they're watching you. It's a very short period of time, so it's essential that they do pay close attention to you, that they are seeing the exercise so they can perform it correctly. Point 5. The final point is so that your clients get the maximum workout. If they start exercises with no resistance, as in a squat, the only time that they'll feel anything is when they come to standing and the bands actually tighten. So for the majority of the exercise, they haven't been using the bands for any form of resistance training at all. What you want to do is encourage them that they have resistance throughout the entire movement pattern. So starting here, there's tension, but at the end of the movement, there is tension, and there's more tension here, so that there is resistance training. Same thing with the bicep curl. If you start here and go there, you'd be lucky to feel anything at all. So it's really important that your clients understand that they start movements with resistance and they finish movements with greater resistance. That way, they'll have a great workout and they'll enjoy Gymstick for what it is.